Okay. It's quite possible that you won't be able to hear me. I am experiencing a Category 1 hurricane. The last vivid recollection of a hurricane was Hurricane Maria in 2017, and it left Puerto Rico struggling for several months, if not years. So, yeah, my apologies in advance. But here we go. So, my name is Ariel Orlando, and I'm back in Puerto Rico. It hasn't been easy coming back. I've encountered my elderly father dealing with moderate, existing, but fairly new thyroid condition that has caused him to lose quite a bit of weight quite quickly. So within 24 hours, we made it to a nearby emergency room. However, it just so happened to be the emergency room that I was taken to in an ambulance after one of my suicide attempts due to severe, debilitating post-traumatic stress disorder. So along with this global crisis, I was stabbed, preemptive, homophobic, and transphobic attack and robbery. That's the reason for my severe PTSD and recurring suicide attempts, depression, and anxiety that I'm still dealing with to this day.
"2020 is already the deadliest year on record for transgender Americans." Let's think about that for a second. Despite the lockdowns, more have been killed this year than any other. The vast majority of the victims are women of color. So what is going on, and how does this fit into the broader social justice movement of this tumultuous year?
This has been the deadliest year ever for transgender Americans. ABC News confirms that at least 33 have been murdered since January. Almost all of them were Black and Hispanic, and many of the accused or suspected killers are Black and brown too. Some of the names few people are saying: Dominique Fells, Maya Green, and Tony McDade, who was killed during an incident with police in Florida.
That's why I have this channel, is to find an outlet for myself to build hope, and also to find others who are survivors. I am gender non-conforming and consider myself gender non-binary, neither here nor there, a mixture, somewhere in between. It seems like this is definitely, in many ways, what I've been raised to do. My family, many members of the community, founded a community center and high school for social justice in New York City and here on the islands, beginning to set roots for environmental movements here on the island. We're dealing with many electrical shutdowns, flooding, extreme poverty and displacement. Perhaps you can call it gentrification, similar to what has been happening for decades in New York. I was starting a community garden here in Puerto Rico, where around 80% of our food is imported, mostly from the States. We are a territory. I'm an aspiring nurse as well as farmer. My dream is to have a preventative clinic that serves under-resourced people of Puerto Rico and hopefully even New York City, and combine that with urban farming in the many food deserts among brown and Black bodies. I'm building up my confidence. I feel that in some ways my confidence flickers at times, and yet I do feel it's burning brighter and brighter, and I do feel like myself more and more again. I hope you guys can hear me during this, but regardless, I will try and try again.